My name is Dr. Steve Reese, and I'm sitting in for Hamilton County Commissioner Alicia Reece. This is her show, and I'm calling all pastors to call the members of the church to turn it on. Very special today. Call people from the community to come today. We're at Bethel Baptist Church for the resources going out from the community, which Alicia Reece, Hamilton County Commissioner, has organized, and I'm just so impressed with the turnout. And I want to say to Reverend Walker, thank you very much, and so happy that all of you are here. So please get on the phones. We're not just talking to be talking. We have resources for the community, and we've been providing those resources. And this is a great day. And this is what God wanted us to do, is to reach down and use the resources that he has provided for us to share with everybody else. But before we get started, uh, in the absence of the Hamilton County Commissioner, Alicia Reece, we're going to now go to her, and she will speak to you about this day and her program and various things that she's doing. And after that, we're going to come back and we're going to talk with the Reverend Walker, and we'll share some other thoughts. We're going down to Hamilton County. uh, Alicia Reece, founder of the 513 Relief Bus, founder of the Black Music Walk of Fame, founder of the Veterans Day down at the getting veterans more services, founder of getting small businesses together. She's going to be here. She's fighting 24/7 for us. Commissioner Alicia Reece, welcome to your own show.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I want to thank everyone that's out at Bethel Baptist Church. I'm under the weather, so I can't be there with you in person. And Dr. Reese, I know they've been asking for you, so Dr. Reese will be doing the show. Alicia Reece Soulfood, sure, bringing a lot of hot sauce. I just want to say how good God is. I want to just thank God because then I was under the weather, didn't know it, and God saved me. And He told me to uh, sit down for a minute and take care of myself, and I'm doing that, and I want to thank God for that. But I also want to thank God because when we think about the 513 relief bus, it started way before we had a bus. It started when I was running in 2019 2020 getting ready to run for county commission. And they stopped the election. And there was a thing called coronavirus at that time. It later became COVID. And I remember they said, go in the house, don't come out. We don't know what's out there. And I remember God telling me I got to get out here and help the people. We had 2 hours before the whole state was going to be shut down. And so they said we got 2 hours to get food to people. Meals on Wheels, a lot of the people couldn't help because a lot of people was going inside because it was just so dangerous. We didn't know what was out there. And I said, we got to go out here and help the people. And so we went out. We had 2 hours to get around the whole county. And I got a chance to see people of all races and backgrounds and ages who really need help. I went to a house, someone had Confederate flag up. I said, I know they don't want to see me. No, they hugged me and said, thank you for the food. There's another person. Was another person, older gentleman. He said, please don't leave. I don't know if we'll ever see another human being again. There was another person we went to, said they hadn't seen a nurse or anything, and they were on oxygen tanks and everything, and was just so happy to see us give food. I remember being at the Evanston Recreation Center, and we were giving food out there. And so I remember having a press conference with Dr. Brian Walker. I said, will you come to this press conference? Because we had on my radio show the governor, and we had on my radio show Joe Mallory of the NAACP at that time, president. And we were on the show, and we had UC Health CEO and the Health Gap, Renee Mahaffey Harris. They said, how can we get this to the black community just after I got elected? And we said, we need to have a bus. And everybody laughed. And so we had a press conference. And I said, Walker, can we come to your funeral home? Because people are dying like crazy. He said, yes. We all stood and said we need a bus. They said there's no way. When we got done with the press conference, my chief of staff at that time was told there's no way we'll get the votes. I told them I'm taking them out to lunch to celebrate. And I remember they said, out to lunch? What are we celebrating? We don't have the votes. I said, we're celebrating what God has done and what he's getting ready to do. That night, we got calls like crazy. We're going to go with the bus. And then once we went with the bus, there's one thing to get a vote. We got to vote. But now we got to take the next step and actually make it happen. And so the next thing we did, the administrator, we got the votes, but he said, I got it now. We ain't gonna have no bus. I already had talked to the UC Health. I'd already went down to Hampton University in the middle of coronavirus, who had a model. The dean had already gave me the blueprint. I put the blueprint and put my economics on it because I said it's not going to end with COVID. We got to have a bus that will be something to get the resources to the people on a regular basis. So that's how the 513 relief bus was born. And then nobody would come to the bus. I remember showing up in Evanston. I said, nobody's at the bus. I remember my dad said, aren't you a marketer? I said, yeah. He said, you should think nobody can beat you in marketing. So then I had a flyer with my picture on it, said, meet me at the bus, because people didn't know what the bus was. And we went to 74 locations all across this county. And then people started understanding the bus. Now we have a full operation. And because of what happened with SNAP benefits, we're able to have a mobile pantry. But I want to tell you again how God works. I had a press conference. Once again, I said, let's have it at Bethel Baptist. We had it there. We had pastors that joined us, Pastor Jones. We had people from Mount Healthy. We had them all across, NAACP. We had a press conference. And at that time, I didn't know how we were going to do it, but I knew something had to be done. And as a result, that was on a Friday. On a Monday, God gave us the vision to have a mobile pantry. So now we're back at Bethel with resources and food. We were able to get almost $30,000 additional money to help do these mobile pantries and partner with churches that have pantries. So we were in Avondale at New Hope earlier. We went back to Evanston, Stallworth. We went back to Bethel today. We went back to we went to Mount Healthy. We went to Roselawn. We went to Forest Park. We went to Lincoln Heights. I was out in the snow in Lincoln Heights giving out food, and we have helped hundreds of families with additional food with the partnership of our churches. So everything I do it with faith in God, and God will show up and show out. And He has shown up, He has shown out. We have helped people hold on. And so I just want to thank everyone. I want to thank my team. I want to thank my office, Veda Stevens and Jackie Taggart Boyd. I want to thank my team for my radio show, with Christian helping to lead it at the radio show, and Aziza that's on the ground. And we had a good documentary last night at the library. If you haven't seen it, you got to check it out. From the Rocks. We're moving in God's direction. So I gotta go because I gotta rest. But I'm gonna turn it over to Dr. Reese and Dr. Walker, who will, I know, bring the hot sauce for Alicia Reece Soulfood. And thank you to all the volunteers, all the people. But we went from a press conference to action, to helping people. That was on a Friday, and we're back with action today. So God bless all of you, and thank you very much.
God bless and thank you, uh, Commissioner, for not just getting a title and then going somewhere and hiding, or getting a title and taking a vacation, getting a title and forgetting the people. You have went and put your shoulder to the wheel, giving all the praise to God and let him use you in trying to help the people. I'm here with Reverend Brian Walker and Commissioner Reece, and I both have been to the church. And don't go to heaven until you hear him preach. If you do, you might not get in. And he has done magnificent work. I've seen him. My son and him used to play basketball together, and he's a tremendous basketball player and athlete. But what most important is that this room has been filled and all the things that he has done in the community. And he is a giant. I'm trying to tell y'all, he's a giant. And I want him to talk a little bit about this food pantry and a little bit about what he's been doing uh, here in the community.
Yeah.
Dr. Walker.
Well, thank you, Dr. Reece. The check is in the mail. Says a good thing. So listen, we have our morning, our Manor House pantry. This is our day for, right in front of Thanksgiving. And so Miss Alicia Reece, Commissioner Reece called me and said, what's the need and what's going on in Walnut Hills. We're in the Walnut Hills area where there's a food desert. And so, again, we always call her when we got complaints. And what I like about her is that she listens, but she has actions behind it. And so we had a press conference. She pressed the governor to get some funds. And so she was able to get us resources, financial resources to feed the hungry. And again, I always say hungry, Dr. Reece, because, I don't say poor, I say the hungry. And so we've had everyone here. We've had white, black, all different type of cultures coming here, and it was great fellowship. Again, we have the 513 relief bus right outside. The staff is wonderful, and I went out there and got my blood pressure checked, Dr. Reece.
Yeah.
And so they provide Medicare applications, unclaimed funds. There's some funds out here that our community we're entitled to that belongs to us, so they will help you with that. They're helping us with the mental and substance abuse, and so free birth certificates. So there's so many resources that we have, and so again, we've been feeding them since 10 o'clock. We've had over 150 people we've been counting, and so we were able to help the community. And we're going to continue to help the community. We'll be here until 3, and so I'm just excited. I'm proud, and so everybody's having a wonderful time, good time. So again, to the Reece team, the volunteers, we thank you so much for what you all have done and are continuing to do.
Reverend Walker, I see the spirit of the Lord in the house.
Yeah.
And you're doing great things here. People are being fed.
Yeah.
I see them going out with their bags
Yes.
of food.
Yeah.
Yeah, they ain't talking. This is no talk.
That's right. That's right.
This is action.
That's right. That's right.
And people are going out getting a check. You went out and got your blood.
I got a blood pressure check. I'm going to use these resources. So,
And let me say this, when you go to the 513 bus, you don't have a copay.
correct.
If you go to a doctor's office, they want to know the copay. You've got to put up the money for the copay before they will even allow you to do anything.
Right.
So it addresses a financial situation that all churches ought to be taking advantage of.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like I said, the blood pressure, the resource they have, the Medicaid applications, unclaimed funds. I keep saying that.
Yeah.
The mental substance abuse and free birth certificates. So again, I went in there. The bus is clean. It looked good. The volunteers are nice. I mean, they're resource ready. Some people came. They weren't prepared. They didn't know they was gonna have all this food. And so even the relief bus had butt bags for the people. So there's no excuse. So we say get down here, 2712 Alms Place, and we're here to help where we can. So we're doing what God told us to do. To go out there and feed the hungry.
Well, when I walked in, I knew Jesus was in the house. He was in the house. There, you're doing his work.
Yes, sir. Yes,
You
sir.
heard it.
Yes, sir.
And I appreciate it. And we're just happy. We want everybody to keep coming to Bethel until 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
And get picking up your food, getting checked, and make sure that you do pick up something for you, what you need.
Yeah.
You follow me? Don't let it pass and then say, I should have got over there. Or it was yesterday. No, it's today.
Yeah.
It's today. Get on out to bed. Come on over here, even if you're in your house shoes and your bathrobe. Come on over here. We need you so you can take care of yourself, your family and friends. Want to make sure. What time is your service? I want people to know that.
So we're Sunday morning, 11 a.m. I don't hold long. We got to support our Bengals.
Yeah.
So I get them out, about an hour, 10 minutes. We get in and out, casual dress, come as you are spiritually and physically. And so we have a good time, high motivated, high spirited church. And so come on out, we'll have a good time right here in the Walnut Hills area.
Well, we're here. Come by and shake hands with the bishop
Yes, sir.
and see everybody and go in there and get you something. In fact, Thanksgiving is Thursday.
Yes.
And don't be sitting around and I ain't got this, and I ain't got that, and I ain't got this, and Kroger's too high, and so and so. He got it over here free.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
you can have some for Thanksgiving and sit back and be eating.
Absolutely.
You don't have to wait on the administration to cut you completely off.
Yeah.
We're trying to cut you in.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Remember that.
Yeah. So I want to ask you a question, Dr.
Yes.
Reece. You've been around here so long. Civil rights, Jesse Jackson. Have you ever seen times like this in your days, where we're at now with the SNAP, with the government?
Yes, I saw it before. Um, they had it going, and Johnson came in with all the programs, Head Start, and all. He created a lot of those programs. And what's happening is that the administration in Washington right now is trying to dismantle everything that Franklin D. Roosevelt put in place, Social Security, Medicare. He's trying to cut it out. He's trying to cut out. Johnson came up with the Great Society so they can put their names on it and say they did it. And all these programs help people, and they misjudged that it was only helping us. But there's a lot of whites all over this country that are benefiting from it. Now they're waking up and saying, wait a minute, I thought you were just trying to get the black people.
Wow.
And now you're trying to get us. So I've seen this happen. And a couple of things that we made mistakes on in our movement is that we accepted a lot of temporary things, just like the Voting Rights Act. Every 7 years, you had to go and get it approved. We needed something permanent.
Yeah.
We want something permanent. That's why God and Jesus is so great. It's permanent.
Yeah.
Everything else is temporary. You can't take your house and put it in the casket, which you can't take your car and put it in the casket, which now you might stay up all night long.
We got a live studio. Let's preach. Y'all can talk back to us. Go ahead, preach.
All night long.
That's right.
Worrying about your house and your car and Lord, what I'm gonna do. I'm telling you now that when you roll up before walking to preach for you, it will not be in the casket. It will not be that. So I'm just saying that we got to know what's permanent and fight for things and give God first and keep going. But I've seen this kind of struggle before, and God will always send somebody, somebody from somewhere. But a lot of times we be looking one way, and God will be coming another way. And He's trying to wake all of us up because we don't go vote. We won't go and go vote at all. So He said, I'll make it so tough that you're going to have to go vote.
Right.
And get somebody in there that's right.
Right. You got Alicia Reece started young. She was hanging out with you when you was at Motown. You was in the NAACP. NAACP. What can you tell our younger generation? Because it's a serious time. How can you help us young people get where we need to be or what we need to do? Go ahead.
Well, one of the things that we need to do is understand that education as we know it, it teaches us what has happened. It does not teach us how to survive. When I graduated from high school, Withrow High School, my uncle got me 5 days after I got out of high school and said, look, we got something for you. I said, wait a minute, I'm going to college. And he said, I don't care about that. I've got to take you something. So he put me in the car, took me to Motown so I could see Barry Gordy and Stevie Wonder and all those people, black people, doing stuff for black people that are positive. He said, so I can put on your mind and nobody can tell you that what we can't do positive. And then he took me to Chicago and I saw Johnson Publishing own his own building and have his own people and doing his own thing. And then he took me down to the black colleges. And he said, I'm just showing you, here, look at that guy. He's the president of the college. He's the athletic director. He said, you can do something yourself. So you got to take your gift. The education we got today does not supersede God's gift. And we have to do that. So we have to expose our children. Alicia didn't want to be a council member. When I was working for the Cincinnati First Black Mayor, I used to take her down to City Hall, and she would cry all the time. And my wife would tell me, "Why are you taking her down there and torturing her?" I said, "You never know. One day she might want to be counselor." I had a radio show. I used to take her to the radio show, and I had to give her candy to be quiet because she didn't want to be down there. "Daddy, come on, please get out of here. Come on." I said, "You never know. One day you might want to have a radio show." You know. So all of those things I thought was not soaking in. We turned around. Now I'm on her radio
Wow,
show
that's good.
today.
That's good.
You follow what I'm saying? Now you go down there and she done been to City Hall, the state representative, county commissioner. I didn't think any of that. But she would never want to do it. And when I ran for council in 1975, I used to give out Reese cups. And she would stand there. "Well, do we have to stand here and give out these cups to these people?" And I said, "I got to get votes." She said, "Well, just wave at them and let's go home." And now I'm out there telling, "Get out and vote for Alicia Reece.
Yeah.
Vote for Alicia Reece." You follow what I'm saying? So it made a difference. It made a difference. You never know how things are going to impact. Just like I watched you play basketball. I didn't know he was going to be a preacher. This man was playing some ball. You follow me? Up and down the court, up and down the court. I don't know, by exposing, turning on and flip. See how God flips it? When he has something for you to do, you can run, you can hide, you can get drunk, you can walk on the street, you can do whatever you want to do. But he is not going to let you get out of it. He's coming. And when he comes, he's going to turn you around. And a lot of times they try to say we're a failure because maybe you wasn't an A student in a high school. Or you might, most likely to succeed. I look at my annual all the time. Of all the people they said was most likely to succeed, and only 10% of them succeeded. And those that wasn't supposed to succeed, like me, you follow what I'm saying, went on and succeeded.
Yeah.
Because you don't know when God's going to turn the light bulb on and get you right. And then the second time, we don't appreciate what we're doing. Just like me, I got to be 78 years old. Well, God let me live long enough to see my children get up and do things. I mean, the high school didn't give me that. The college didn't give me that. He kept letting me get up every morning and letting me hang around to see. I'm going to show you, see. And all my children end up doing things that I was doing, but they're doing them better. And he got up every morning.
And your grandson.
And my grandson.
On TV.
On TV. I was playing basketball. And I said, "Man, I want to win the state championship." My son went down there coaching and won the state championship. I went down there. I said, "Man, I'm going to play on one of these big teams." I'm getting to the TV watching my grandson run up and down the floor. And the twins. I got twins out there, just playing on baseball teams and various things. And I said, I didn't get this sitting there with throwing the history class. I didn't get this in the biology class. Follow me? It was necessary to go to school. So God, you cannot put that above God. And that's why we come to church. Not only to thank him, but also he feed it into us so we can be on a mission. To stay on the mission. And that's just like Alicia. She couldn't be here today. I'm filling in for her. I remember I had a little radio show, and I said, "I'll tell you what, it was an hour long. I'll do a half hour, and I'll let you have half hour." And she was so happy to get a half hour. And now today I'm sitting here on her show, and she telling me, "Don't do this and don't do that. Don't do this, don't do that."
She the boss.
I said,
So
"Okay."
let me ask you this, Dr. Reece. Alicia Reece is fighting for the community. She's doing so much on a higher level. How can we as a people, other than voting, support her and the movement and the mission that she's trying to do for our community? What can we do?
Well, the projects that she is promoting and putting out there, we must maintain and improve. Just like here at your food pantry. We got to keep it up. We got to keep it going. She can start the projects. And then we have to keep, that's just like Jesus told the disciples, "Go
Go.
and keep it going." And see, people don't understand this, and I'm sitting on a religious station. I'll break this down real quick. The reason that God took Saul, who was killing Christians, and blinded him and flipped him over so he would become a great person to fight for Christianity, was that Saul had what was necessary to deal with the problems. None of the disciples, you read in the Bible, founded the church. They all went out and tried to do their own thing and follow Jesus. But Saul's job is to be the father of the church as we know it, and therefore institutionalize Jesus' work. That's how God works. So we have to keep what it is. A Black Music Walk of Fame,
Yes.
we got to keep it going.
Right.
There's food pantry, we got to keep it going. We got to churches, and we can't just be throwing trash and killing one another and shooting one another. You know, that's a trick.
Right.
That's a trick. That's the rope. You know, that's the rope. Me and Jesse Jackson used to talk about that all the time. That, you know, years ago they would hang us for anything. They don't have to hang us now. They just give us a gun. Y'all go out there and kill up a bunch of people.
Right.
So they can't make us.
Right.
And we'll put y'all in jail. So we got to understand the strategy that's out there, that's got us out there. And we be stabbing each other in the back for what?
Okay.
When everybody's struggling, when everybody's trying to make it. You follow me? Well, you know, you didn't do as good as John. And then as soon as we do something, they put one black up against another black. Yeah. So it splits it. You follow me? Walker's preaching, well, don't go to Walker's church. You need to go over here to this church. Yeah. So Walker and that church get to fight.
Right.
Walker's got to stay focused on his mission and his church. And his staff that got some great people, creative people. But many of the people that's on Alicia's staff, they haven't said anything, are people that have been on other jobs where they let them out. I can tell you, Bernadette Watson, they didn't treat her right. Jackie Calvert, they didn't treat her right. Alicia picked them up. This lady right over here, over the black guy, tremendous, never gave her a break. And they won't give her a break unless we organize and use our talents for each other. It's not always money. And that's they know that we're money hungry. So, you know, they dangle a little money in front of us, you know, this is what you need to do, because they can always take it from you.
Right.
We got to put ourselves in a position where whatever you take don't bother me. I got to keep rolling.
Okay.
I keep rolling.
So you see, Alicia Reece has been vice mayor in the state, all over the political climate. And if you look at the Black Walk of Fame in Cincinnati, that's really the only thing in Cincinnati that say black.
Right.
But with the fight that she has done over these years, are you proud of the progress of the Black community? Are you disappointed? How do you feel with where we're at today as far as the fight?
300,000 people have gone through the Black Music Walk of Fame. It's free. It's open 7 days a week. At the level, we should be almost up to 500,000 people going down there, because they put a little clicker in when she built it, and that was to say they was gonna tell her, well, you had to spend all this money, but ain't nobody going down there to see it.
Mm-hmm.
But when they put the clicker in and saw that, wow, 100,000 people that went through, and up to 300,000. Now Alicia has to ask them, how many people been through? Well, we ain't got that ready yet.
So we need to go down there and walk. I need to keep walking back and forth.
Walk back.
Okay, okay, I got you. I know the assignment.
It's right on the side. You can't see it. And that's why we have the celebration to bring the people up.
Yeah.
Even if you don't like her, you go down there and walk past it. Because when she's down there at the budget hearings, first thing they say, we gave you all this money to do a Black Music Walk of Fame.
And no one's coming.
And nobody is coming down there. So what we need to do is tear that down.
Right.
And stop people from coming.
Mm-hmm.
And if our people in churches would wake up and take buses of people down there.
That's right.
Yeah.
And keep showing those numbers. Because now they stuck. They done put it in and it counts. It's a ticker. She's got a ticker on her. She's the only project on the riverfront with a ticker.
Right.
People don't know that. They don't have a ticker on the Reds. They don't have a ticker on the Bengals. Got a ticker on the Black Music Walk of Fame.
Yeah.
Trying to see how many people going through. And ain't nobody going through. And see, they're shocked that a lot of other folk been going through.
Yeah.
You follow what I'm saying? So they're doing everything they can. They put up blockades and all around it when when they have concerts or people can't go down there because they don't want them to know the numbers. But we don't understand the game. If we have something successful on the riverfront, it says that we can be successful at something else.
Right.
If we don't have nothing there, it won't have none. Keep in mind that history-wise, when we were in slavery, we ran and they was after us with dogs and everything, and we ran the Kentucky River. And if you got across the Kentucky River to Ohio, you were free.
Yeah.
These people jumped in the river with no life jackets, didn't know how to swim. It meant some of them died trying to get over here to the banks. The banks, when we got over here, they called, put us in a little neighborhood. And after they put us in a little neighborhood, that uptown, whatever, then they saw how valuable the land was. They sent us to the West End.
Yeah.
And then when they sent us to the West End, they come through and built 8th Street Viaduct and sent us to Forest Park. So all I'm saying to you is that now they want everything down there under their control.
Mm.
And the only thing we don't have is that. Now, how would you get Alicia Reece? Well, nobody's going down there. Nobody's seeing it and everything. You put all this money in it. And they don't do that to nobody else. Bengals can lose. They lose money.
And we've been losing.
Reds can lose. And they keep on funding.
Absolutely.
They keep on shouting and hollering.
Hilarious.
But the minute the Walk of Fame lose,
Yeah.
we need to stop. We need to tear it down. We need to do something else. And so that's the trick.
Yeah.
But they even Alicia didn't know they had put this in there, these tickers in there.
Yeah.
And the man sitting back, we couldn't wait at first. Oh, I can't wait. Well, I got to see this report before we can give you any more money to keep it going. And when the report came out, it was over 100,000 people. He folded it up. We'll call you, Alicia, when what's going on. Over 300,000 people done been down there. That's the game they play.
Right.
And then they have a big article. Taxpayers' money wasted
Yeah.
on the Black Music Walk of Fame. Nobody attends. Y'all got what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So most people don't really understand the pressure. Even though when you're elected official and you vote for something, well, I voted for it. That does not mean it's going to work.
Right.
Because the vote don't have any legs. It don't have no eyes. It don't have no ears.
Yeah.
Even when you vote for it, now somebody got to pick it up and run with it.
Yeah.
And she had to be the one that put the eyes and ears and put herself into it to make it go.
Yeah.
And they didn't want that to happen.
But the Bible says, what the devil meant for evil. Come on, live studio audience. God turned around and made it good. Come on, give a hand for my brother Don Juan for shows in the middle, the people's champ. Come on up here, bro. Live studio audience, come on, give him a hand. He's the people's champ. He's the voice of radio. Don Juan.
Don Juan, okay, Don Juan for sure. You got don't go to heaven without hearing Don Juan now.
How's it going? How's it going?
How you doing, man?
All right, Dr. Reece. Hi, everybody. All right.
Great show, man. It's a great talent. This is a great talent. And y'all really, we sleep on him. He's a great talent. I mean, the man and gives back good from his heart.
Thank you.
And family man, and want to see the best for the community. And I'm just so happy that you'll come out and be with us.
Absolutely.
And Alicia's so happy that you've given support to the Black Music Walk of Fame and to all the projects of informing the people. And I'm asking y'all at 100.3 at 10 a.m. or whatever, cut it on and listen to Don Juan.
Appreciate that.
And if they call you up and say, you know how they take those surveys, what are you listening to? Say, sir, I listen to Don Juan all day. I listen to him all day long. That's what I tell them. I listen all day. They called me, 2 weeks ago. Can you tell me what station you listen to? I said, don't you hear Don One for show on? Let me put it up to the radio. He on now talking.
What the for show? Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Reece, man. Definitely glad to be here. Thank you, Bethel, for having us as well. Thank you, Commissioner Alicia Reece, 513 Relief Bus. Man, going all over the city, helping feed people and helping people, with the blood pressure and rent and bills. And man, the economy's so crazy, yeah. But it's a blessing to be a blessing to somebody else, isn't it? Yeah. Man. Yeah. And that's definitely what's going on. So thank you, Commissioner Lisa Reece and Dr. Reece and Jackie and the whole staff. And thank you for all you do. Also want to introduce Dr. Reece, this young man, DJ Supreme. He is now the young program director of 101.1 The Wiz. So another young black man on the radio and program director as well. So Supreme, coming up, say what's up to the people, man. Yeah. And we were so ecstatic to when this opportunity came about to be a part of this. And I said, hey, we got to do it, Supreme. Supreme's like, hey, I'm there too. Yeah. So, we were warm-hearted, and thank you, Bethel, and thank you, Commissioner, again. And Supreme, what's up, sir?
Praise, come on, welcome, man.
Thank you. Yes. I'm just happy to be here. I'm originally from Baltimore, Maryland. I just moved here from Philadelphia. I've been in Cincinnati for about 6 months now. So I appreciate all the community love and just the sense of being a good neighbor that you get being in the city of Cincinnati. So, appreciate all the love, and I'm happy to show that love back. I'm just happy to be here.
Well, let me say this. I remember a time, because I've been out here over 50 years in the community doing stuff, and we couldn't even think about getting a program director.
Oh, wow.
And I remember when we marched, we had to march down to CIM to try to get a program director. They refused to give a program director, and then basically made all the DJs work on the weekend and didn't let them work during the week.
Wow.
And we had to go down there and have several meetings with Ronzalo, and he was telling us he couldn't do this. And that's when they were out there in the Wind Terrace. That's where it was. And then they moved down on Glenwood. And people just said, man, can't we get Jockey Jack came to see us? Y'all remember Jockey Jack? Oh, yeah. And all of them came to see us. Eddie Castleberry came to see us. I remember him crying, man, they won't let us be program director. They got somebody else program. And he walked in here today and told you, I am the program. I am the program.
Yeah. I appreciate all those people that, went through that struggle for me to be here today. Like, I appreciate it.
And he's determining, what's going where and what's going to happen and music and all that. He's going to be the man. Now, we got to get behind him and sometimes send him a note and say thank you and we enjoy, what you're doing so we can support him. And we got to let the owner or the president of that company
absolutely
know that, man, we're so happy you selected him. We're so happy you got him.
And it starts with things like this, just being involved in the community. So I call that a call to action. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, all of these things. I'll give you my number, whatever you need, because, the radio station is here to serve the community, first and foremost.
We're trying to do that, and under Alicia Reece with the Soul Food Show, it's just a shame that this show could not also be on one of your stations, but y'all look down.
Yeah. Let's work it out. I already said Alicia Reece is my co-host, so yeah, there we go.
I know she was probably saying, "Daddy, you wasn't supposed to say that," but I'm just saying that her show is on twice on the gospel station, and we're very thankful for that. But I still think that her show could be in addition to one on one of your stations.
Let's talk about it.
She has increased when she became county commissioner. The county was not spending any money in advertising for anything.
Really?
And she just got a sheet back, I think she told me And they spent over $100,000 in advertisement on that ship, on that station.
Wow.
So
Wow.
all I'm saying, y'all don't make her the last thought, make her the first thought. But some of the people hooping and hollering ain't bringing no money to keep, and that's how they pay their bills, and that's how they pay the DJs with their advertising.
Absolutely.
And I'm just saying that, y'all got to be a little more sensitive in dealing with her and trying to sell these programs to the people out here
Mm.
because, they try to write their stories. I was reading a story now from the daily paper, and it, had a terrible slant to it. They mentioned a name, but they had a slant to it.
All the time.
All the time. And we got to be where we can tell our story.
Very important. Very
Very
important.
important.
Yes. Yes.
So
yes.
if something comes up, give her a call.
Now I know.
Now you know I told you first right here. And if something happened to you, we're gonna be the first go shouting and say,
And you're her dad, right?
Yes.
So
Dr. Steve Reece.
When's your birthday?
September the 12th, 1947.
My birthday is September the 13th.
13? Oh,
Yeah, I'm a day after. That's all you had the birthday party.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got to meet you. I didn't get to come to the birthday party, but yeah.
Appreciate you and whatever you can do, man. But we got to network. We got to hold hands. We got to work. If they scratch me, I'm over there. If they jump on me, you got to get them off my back. I got to run and try to get them off your back.
I love it. I love it.
So I'm just hoping we can, and thank you for coming and being with us.
I appreciate you giving me a mic, giving me a place to come up here and talk to you.
Talk to you, man. So don't forget us now. Y'all get down there.
No doubt.
They throw a title at you and y'all forget us.
No, not me. Like I said, anytime you got my number, Instagram, The Supreme Experience, Facebook, Rodney Maven, that's my real name. So yeah, there we go.
There we go. I appreciate you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Where's Vader? Is Vader now?
I didn't see Vader. I'll look for him if he's here. I'll send him up.
Yeah. We want to let everybody thank you all for coming and getting all the food and reaching out and telling your family, your friends, and let's feed everybody, preachers, the teachers, everybody, schools. We got to feed our people. We cannot walk around and see our people hungry. We got to really be digging down. We got to make it come and keep things going. And you want to come over and say a word? Okay. Well, I'm just saying that's what we're doing. And let me say this to you, that it's more important than ever that we stay positive. It's nothing worse than you're already down and then you meet somebody and then they giving you a whole lot of news and take you further down. That's one thing Jesus didn't let happen to him. He knew what he had to do. And when the disciples even said things to him, Jesus said, what about this? And who's going to be in charge? He said, no, he wouldn't let it take it down. Vader, I want you to come up and just say a few words.
Yes, sir.
You man, this is Alicia's chief of staff. And I want Vader. Vader does a lot of good work, young guy. Now, here's what you got to understand. If you look at the history of the county, 200 years. In 200 years, they have never had a young African-American person as young as him as a chief of staff. Now, can you imagine Alicia Reece, the commissioner, in charge, and here come this young brother in charge? They don't like that. They don't like that. But that's the way she is. She reaches down and help people. So, baby, tell us a little bit about, this program and what's happening.
Yeah, absolutely, Dr. Reece. Thank you for having me on. And I just want to give a major shout out to Hamilton County Commissioner Alicia Reece for the dynamic work she's been doing all over the county. This is a situation that kind of was handed to us as a result of the federal government being shut down. And we identified a need that was there, but a need that became exacerbated. And folks that needed food, needed housing, needed clothing. And she stepped in to fill that need. And I want to say that the 513 Relief Bus has been all over the county. It has now served 30,000 residents, traveled to 200 locations and 32 zip codes. And we've been able to partner with everyone out from Cleves, Harrison, to Forest Park. I was in Evanston yesterday with the community council president, Mr. James Stallworth. And the great thing about that is this is not only a partnership with our local churches, this has been a partnership with our community organizations, but also folks in the neighborhood who have stepped forward to serve their community and fill the gap. And who better to do it than the folks who are a part of the neighborhood, part of the community, know the issues, know the people, and are able to meet the needs. And so we've been excited to roll this out. You know, I remember when Commissioner Reece and I went into the room and we met with our 513 relief team, and we developed a plan of execution of how we were going to ensure that each of our local churches had accounts through the Free Store Food Bank and were funded and had the support that they needed to meet the demands. There's a lot of misinformation on at the federal level. There's a lot of misinformation happening, but you can rest assured that through the work of Commissioner Reece and the 513 Relief Bus, the work is real, it's result oriented. And as you pointed out, Dr. Reece, earlier, this is not talk, but people are leaving with produce. As I pulled up today at Bethel Baptist, where Bishop Brian Walker, a friend of mine and family friend, is the pastor. I saw a gentleman and he had a shopping cart as he was on his way back to his house. And hopefully he'll come back and we'll be able to do more in the future. But that's what this is about. When there is a lack of direction at the federal level, it is the local level that takes action. That's why your local level and electeds like Commissioner Reece are so important on the ground, because they're the ones who are responsible for delivering the resources to the people. And so through the work that we have done at the county, it has been unprecedented. And as you say, a lot of historic firsts. Everything from the first Office of Youth that Commissioner Reece established, the first Office of Small Business that Commissioner Reece spearheaded, the groundbreaking Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame. As you talked about, we celebrated our second screening yesterday in the municipality of Forest Park. We were pleased to have the mayor there, Aaron Brown, another young African American who is out doing some amazing work in the second largest city in Hamilton County, and having a great partnership with our Hamilton County Public Library, with Paula Brim-Heger. Shout out to the Hamilton County Public Library. So important the work that they're doing. And it goes beyond just reading books. A lot of people don't realize our public library institutions, they serve as an intake. They serve as a community hub. A lot of people don't have places to go. They come from broken homes. So it's places like the library and the churches that Commissioner Reece has been able to partner with. And we've done some great work, and we plan to continue to do that as we move forward.
Thank you very much, and I want y'all to remember this young man. Now, you got to have opportunity. If you're young, you can have all the talent in the world. You can have the best schooling in the world. But if there's nobody to give you an opportunity to lift yourself up, you follow me? You don't go astray. Now, the media, they run all over town showing you who got shot, who got stabbed, who didn't do that. But they didn't come see that a young man like him just made history. Y'all follow what I'm saying? We got some young people in the community that are very bright. Some of them graduated. Some of them done well. They go to church every Sunday. They will not show that because they know that image will motivate us to move from the negative to the positive. And I wanted him to come up and say something. Jackie, come on up. This is Jackie Taggart, and Jackie is an outreach person for Commissioner Reece, and just a beautiful person. Got a lot of contacts, does all the outreach work. And I just want you want to comment on this and let y'all see that Alicia Reece has a staff
Yes,
You
sir.
follow me? She's got a staff of people that are working and they're providing opportunity, and they're committed, as she is, to trying to get this done. Jack?
Yes, sir. It is. It's such an honor, actually, to be a part of this movement. Commissioner Riggs is always thinking about the people. That's that's what she's about. She's about helping the people, making sure that the resources get to the community, and that makes me proud every single day. Every single day, I get the calls from the people that they've been lost in the shuffle. They don't know. I mean, sometimes people have just a little tiny impediment to getting the help that they need, like they don't have a birth certificate, and you try to find one here. We take this bus out into the community. The bus provides free birth certificates. There's this whole unclaimed fund things. The state of Ohio has so much money tied up in this unclaimed funds. This is money that belongs to the people, and they don't know how to get it. And so now the bus will help people find their unclaimed funds. It's just an amazing resource. It's a brilliant concept. And again, I'm just honored to be even a little tiny part of the work.
Well, we want to say publicly, we say thank you, and we're saying you're talented. And here again is a lady that, you know, they didn't really want to embrace. But she's over here now, Kelly, I'm telling you. Boy, she's taking care of business. And I'm just as proud of her as all get out. And I say to the people who did not take advantage of her talent, you missed out on a great one. All right.
Thank you.
See, come on over here, girl. This is the shit. Now here's one that's sitting over here. She's co-producing today, putting this together, making sure it works. Come on up here. She got the Black Travel magazine. If you go anywhere, this girl is gifted. And you might want to say a word too. Come on.
Hello, everybody. I like to be behind the scenes, but definitely appreciative of Commissioner Reese and just the opportunity she's given me as a business owner um, to just really expand my business, to be a part of so many amazing projects that I probably wouldn't have the opportunity to be a part of if I wasn't. If she didn't, reach out and brought me on the team. So it's just been a great experience. I see how hard she works for everybody. And so just being here to do the radio show, supporting the 513 Relief Bus, making sure that people have food for over the holidays. It's just, great to be a part of something that's impactful.
Well, we appreciate everything you're doing, and we wouldn't be on the air without her technical ability coming and working and putting this together. And I just want y'all to hear some of the people, see some of the people. There's a team, and we got a team going. And everybody knows what to do and how to do, and when they do it, do well. And what's my lady that MC'd last night is with us? Romaine, if you're out there, Romaine, thank you. We want to say it publicly for what you did. You did a beautiful job last night and did a beautiful job in help producing the Black Music Walk of Fame. Now, y'all got to attend that. That's free. No cost. Doesn't cost to go to Black Music Walk of Fame. That's the only thing on the river that does not cost. You go see the Bengals, you got parking costs, you got ticket costs, and you got concession costs. You go to that Black Music Walk of Fame, you come down there, it's free. Okay? So please bring your family and friends. I really appreciate it. I just wanted to get you up here and say a little bit about it. This is a wonderful opportunity today. They're still bringing boxes in, foods in, people are coming. Don't miss it. You can have a Thanksgiving dinner. You can't blame nobody for not having a Thanksgiving dinner but yourself. You follow me? You can't walk away. I would have done something, but I didn't have no turkey. And I didn't have this, and I didn't have that. They giving boxes out and taking food home. So you can have a Thanksgiving dinner for you and your family. We're thankful. And then Alicia Reece has been fighting for taxes, lowering these property taxes. These property taxes is killing us. And it's rough, boy. People about to lose their house and their cars and everything. Food around with these property taxes. So don't let nobody tell you that Alicia Reece was against reducing property taxes. They're trying to angle some kind of way to get that out, but we ain't gonna let that go down. Now remember, this is Soul Food. It's on every Friday at 12 o'clock, and it's repeated
Every Saturday at 9.
every Saturday
At 9 o'clock.
at 9 o'clock on what station?
On Facebook,
And
and it plays again on the radio at 12 p.m. the next month.
plays on the radio of everything. Don't miss it. Tell your friends. She'll be back, and don't miss it because you want the real information. You don't want no edited slant. You got to get the real information. She's sitting here giving you the real talk. So before you make your decision, say, wait a minute, I got to turn on Soul Food to get the real information of what's going on. Then make your opinion. But don't let them fool you, because they'll get in there with their writers, and man, when they get through writing what they're going to write and slant it the way they want to, you think Alicia Reece the worst person in the world. And that is not true. You know how people lied on Jesus? They wouldn't lied on everybody. And they, Martin Luther King, they lied on everybody. Everybody that was doing something for somebody, they lied on. They do not want to help the people. So thank you very much. I'm Dr. Stephen Reece Sr., filling in for Hamilton County Commissioner Alicia Reece. I'm a father, and I thought we had a great show, and this is wonderful. And come on over, get your Thanksgiving food. Appreciate you. Thank you very much.